I'm Mike Perkowski with TechTarget. We're glad you could join us for a discussion about programmatic advertising and marketing. There have been a lot of advances in ad tech over the past couple of years, but there's still a lot of questions and issues that still need to be resolved about the best way to integrate digital advertising and all forms of digital marketing into the overall marketing portfolio. Fortunately, today we have an expert who's going to be sharing some of her insights today and some of the ideas that TechTarget is bringing to market in the area of programmatic, and that's Nina Shea, Senior Director of Brand Solutions at TechTarget. Nina, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Nina, how has programmatic evolved in the past 12 to 18 months, particularly in the idea of being able to demonstrate real value?
Programmatic has historically been synonymous with things like cheap CPMs, almost limitless inventory supply, remnant inventory monetization, and even things like tactical, workflow efficiencies. But I'm starting to see that as advertisers and marketers are really getting more focused on audience insights, the ability to reach the right audience at the right time, that a lot of these concepts and initiatives are really bringing programmatic to the conversation in a much more strategic fashion than I think we've ever seen before.
How about in the area of B2B brand targeting? How do you see that evolving in the next year?
Hopefully it's going to evolve quite a bit. I think that there are a lot of things on the horizon that B2B can take advantage of. I think once it gets past the hurdles of data and data purity and brand safety, I think we're really going to see a lot more innovation in areas such as personalization, being able to leverage data in ways that isn't today that programmatic can offer. I also think premium data, the ability to recognize that there are differing sets of data and that as such should be given the respect that it deserves and the premiumness it deserves. And I think being able to take advantage of the investments and the advancements from platforms in the way that you can measure and have transparency into the audience you're reaching and how you're targeting them will be a big part of that.
So technology advertisers are obviously evaluating and thinking about how they're going to optimize their use of programmatic. What are 2 or 3 things that you recommend that they think about and how to make that a reality?
Well, I'd probably say, number one is the focus on valuable data to inform narrow targeting. And I can't stress enough the word valuable in that statement. Not all data is the same. Not all data should be treated the same. The way that you're sourcing or the way that first versus second versus third party data is derived is very different and can have very different applications, can have very different use cases, and certainly has very different value. I'd also say that the other area to me is really being able to focus on programmatic as a digital consideration channel in conjunction with integration.
Let's talk for a minute about some of the unique things that TechTarget is doing to help organizations put in place effective branding campaigns.
What's really unique about TechTarget is that all of our portfolio of products and solutions to help marketers are centered around and powered by our first-party data intelligence. That's core to everything we do here. So when you think about things like ad targeting, every user behavior, every action they take, every ad or vendor messaging or content that is consumed, the topics that they're most interested in and the solutions or challenges really that they're looking to focus on are things that we're able to react to and activate against in real time in order to run much more effective ad targeting campaigns. And we really see that on the back end when you look at conversion rates, metrics, and just overall success of achieving performance KPIs.
So this is an area where there are a lot of changes that have taken place and certainly a lot more still to come. If people want to learn more about this area, how can they get in touch with you?
So you can always email branding@techtarget.com, and I'm happy to talk for hours about branding and programmatic and the constantly evolving area of our world.